In this particular episode, this has really been instigated by a comment that was made over on my TikTok channel where I posted about aluminium foil not really being very beneficial for trapping in heat. There's been lots of comments backwards and forwards, and look, I understand the science of this. When you put bleach peroxide onto someone's hair, then there is a chemical reaction with the keratin in the hair that causes heat. I understand that entirely, but I think that the body temperature, the scalp temperature, plays a bigger role in this whole scenario than actually chemical reaction that's happening within the foil. So we're going to take a look at today several different kind of techniques that people might use, open air, plastic coverings, and foil. I've got a digital thermometer and I've got a digital probe. Now we've got 100% human hair because I chopped it off a client's restyle. A good amount on there just to liberally cover it. Cover that up, paint both sides. And I'm not going to cover this piece, but I am going to liberally cover it with the amount of bleach that I would recommend you get onto somebody's hair. So we're going to let those cook now. We're going to check them every 10 minutes, see what kind of happens in terms of heat fluctuation, heat changes, and whether this plays any bearing on the overall finished result. Now, obviously, if we're doing a balayage, and the video that I did on TikTok was more about balayaging than it was about general highlights that are on scalp. If it's on scalp, general body temperature is roughly averagely 36.6 degrees in that kind of realm. And so therefore, the body giving off that heat with the foil on the scalp will obviously then trap in that heat, and then that will elevate the heat. Foil is a good conductor of heat. Foil doesn't actually trap heat in that well. You'll know this if you've ever cooked anything with tin foil in the oven. As soon as you take that out of the oven, that tin foil goes from very hot to able to be able to handle that tin foil in a very short space of time. Let's just do the wall just to get an idea. So the wall is 19.9. 10 minutes has passed. So let's put the old digital thermometer on it first. 22 degrees plastic covering, 22 degrees, 22.1 foil covering, open air one, 20.6. So it's 1.4 degrees roughly warmer inside the covering. And so let's do the digital probe. That's it. Stopped at 23.9. So we'll call it 23.9. Right, stopped at 24.1. So it's fractionally warmer inside the plastic. And then let's bury this one in the old bleach and see what we get. Okay, it's 23.5. So not a big difference, really, now that it's had 10 minutes to process. I've set the timer again. Okay, so another 10 minutes has gone by. So we will check the temperatures again. If they haven't fluctuated this time, then I'm going to wait until the end of the development time. I'm going to give it 45 minutes because we're not really looking for the lightest possible result. We're just looking for a result to see if there's any discrepancies in between three different ways of processing. Right, it's settled on 22.9. Go to this one, 23.6. And now this one, 22. Yep. So 22 for that one. Right, let's do the probe again. Right, 24.3 into the plastic, 24.5, and we're at 24.3, 24.2. Okay, so it's leveled out at 23.6. So the temperatures are all very similar across the board. Full development time has been reached because the result really here is not that relevant. All we want to do is see how they compare to each other. So we're going to test the temperature for one more time. We're up to 45 minutes right now. The temperature has dropped a little bit actually. It's 19.1 degrees in the plastic wrap. So that has hit its peak temperature a little while ago and it's sticking 19.1, 19.2. Okay, over here. Let's see what we've got. 19.8. Okay, we've got 18.2. Right, probe time, 23.6. Inside the plastic, 24.1. And then into this lot. Let's see what it brings up over here. So 23.5 in the probe. Right, time to rinse these off and then let them dry and see what the different results bring. Results time. Now we're only looking at the lift purely in the sense of what did it do comparatively across the three strands. We're not looking at the best lift or the best possible outcomes because, well, that's not relevant to the test. The test is about heat and does one particularly get a better result than the other and what sort of heat is created. Now, I think we are pretty clear to see from the results of each of the strands over the period of time that actually there's not a huge fluctuation difference between them all, maybe 1 or 2 degrees. The reality is that anybody that thinks that foil makes a huge difference to the result and the heat that's going to be trapped in there by the exothermic reaction between bleach and keratin, it's just not a thing. As soon as you're 1 centimeter away from the scalp, really got just the room temperature to play with roughly. So let's look at the result. Here is the plastic wrap result. And what I'll do is I'll give you a close-up look of these as I'm showing you. Let's move on to the foil result that was folded. Now actually, comparatively, this is slightly darker and I think you can probably see that on the screen now where I'll show you side by side, which is really interesting because you would think the foil result would be lighter and brighter, but actually plastic has given us a better lift all in all, which is an interesting one. Now I know I put the plastic one on fractionally before, but I mean not half a shade before. It wouldn't lift that quickly. We don't get bleach on and off the hair that quickly, so a couple of minutes here and a couple of minutes there show you the air processed next to the 3 results. So there's like 1 shade of difference between the plastic wrapped and the air processed, and there's like the silver foil was somewhere in the middle. Now obviously this is not a laboratory, we're not doing a scientific test, there's no point, because in a laboratory you can get all sorts of things to happen because it's a controlled environment. Does foil amplify a massive amount more heat than like we see from any other of our options of covering bleach, plastics or air process? And the answer is obviously no. That might jar some of your belief. Hopefully you might go away and think about it slightly differently, or do some research to kind of find your own information